everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome to a real Swedish winter. Finally, I think it's because of a storm, so it's not normal to have this much snow. We usually get like this, so maybe this much, and right now I have like this much when I walked out on the small park behind you, because my legs were like up to my calves, like halfway up my calves with a lot of snow. I think this is calves, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so I'm at a place called Säveån Nature Reserve right now. It's a small reserve between Floda and Skepplanda, where you go by this beautiful river that you see behind me that's called Säveån. It's a very, very beautiful river, and it's a very wide river, so you can get a lot of cool compositions here. So I'm gonna see what I can do, and probably the first photograph I'm gonna take is actually right behind me. There are a lot of these small islands in the water where there are like dead trees with a lot of snow and ice on them. So I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna take out my camera and go down to the water and see what I can take to photograph, and I hope you will join me. So let's do that now. There are two photographs I just took. One of this tree here on this small island with a lot of ice and all the running water and then the snow. So I took a pretty low photograph using this as my main subject, and did a pretty long exposure just to get the water, to get a cool texture. And also then I saw this. There is a small branch that's gone down here, but there's created like a small ice sheet on it. So around it there's like a small plate of ice. So it gives a cool texture when you photograph the water and then the ice and then the very crispy snow on top of it. So yeah, that was just two photographs that I took when I just started here. And I think they turned out pretty cool. I will show you them here. As you can see, I'm at a very cool and pretty area with this super cool tree with branches that are very expressive, that are sticking down over the water. And down on the water there's a lot of islands with a lot of ice and a lot of snow on them. Because the water is still a lot warmer than freezing point, it gets like a small mist everywhere, and it also probably makes that it's more icy down there. So it looks super duper cool. And I love it because they're beautiful branches. I'm gonna see here. As you can see here, all these beautiful branches that are very like, they are bending everywhere, and they're super duper cool, and they are sticking down here over the water, where you can see all these small islands here. And then also you have the water that is rushing, because there's probably a lot of big rocks down here. Then you have a lot of places where it's creating a lot of foam and a lot of texture that I think is gonna be super duper cool. And also, if you are, as we call an OG, you have probably seen this place once before, probably on Instagram post or a YouTube short I made, where I photographed this, not this last autumn, but the autumn before that, where I photographed this with this beautiful tree and a lot of yellow leaves. I can show you the photo here. So yeah, I think this is going to be a super duper cool version as well. I like it a lot, and I'm going to see if I can take any more photos here, and if I can't, I'm going to continue forwards and see what I can find. So let's do that. I just got down here a little bit from the river. I just were over here, and now I walked down, and I'm gotten to these 3 trees, as you can see here. There's one big tree that's still alive, and 2 dead trees, and also there's a small swing here. I have hard time finding composition here, but it's very cool, so I'm gonna see if I can do anything. Otherwise I have these 2 trees here that I might want to photograph. But also behind me there is this, over here on this top here, there is a very beautiful, like, I think it's pine, like beautiful pine trees. But they're all covered in so much snow. So I'm gonna see if I can take out my 150 to 300 and zoom in on some cool part over here somewhere, to see if I can get any cool compositions of just the very tree, like snow-covered trees. So I'm gonna see what I can do. Like, I can get a very big opening somewhere. It looks super duper cool, but I'm gonna see what I can do. Also, it's so cold right now, so my mustache is freezing over, and I get like to do this and take out like a lot of small ice crystals everywhere. So it's my lip is very cold, but it is how it is. It's the problem when you breathe. You get so much condensation. But yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna try to photograph this tree here. It's super cool, so I'm gonna see if I can do anything. Otherwise I'm gonna photograph those 2 small ones, and then I'm gonna see if I can zoom in somewhere and photograph the big pine trees. So I will show you what I can find, and then I'm gonna try to move over to the other side actually, because this whole trail here goes around here and then it goes over on this side. So I'm gonna see if I can come back there to this very hectic part of the river and see if I can find any cool compositions from the other side, because then I have light with me instead of against me. So I'm gonna see what I can do. I just took a photograph of the tree that you can see right here. This is a lone pine tree that is surrounded by other types of trees that are completely white, and that one is green and some white on it. Where I zoomed in, so I had the tree in the middle and then I had the white around it like a frame. So I tried to just get that one focused, and everything else of course in focus because it's on the same length away from me, so I can't really do anything about that. But I think it's gonna turn out pretty cool. It looks very good on the camera, so I think it's gonna look even better when I edit it and stuff like that. But the other trees that I saw here, and also these trees, were very hard for me to photograph, because around these trees, and let's see if I can show you, are these ones, all of these small branches everywhere. So if I want to photograph them, I want to go back a bit to get the whole tree, but then I get those above me, and they are not as pretty, so I don't want them in the photograph. So sadly I'm missing this opportunity, and also those ones are not as good looking on the camera as they are in real life. So I can't really take a photo of them right here. So I'm gonna try to get around now and get the other side and see what I can find, if I can get another cool compositions from the other side where I'm photographing with the sun instead of towards the sun. But yeah, so I'm very happy with that photo at least. But then I'm gonna see what I can find more, and let's go. I have now reached the other side of the river, and I am photographing at the same place as I was before. I was up here photographing down here, and now I'm actually photographing the whole of the tree that I was just photographing the branches of, because the whole tree is magical. So I'm photographing this one and also this one, and I'm going like a small panorama over here. So I'm actually overexposing for the sun just to give a cool texture, I think, and then I'm gonna put it down a little bit, not too much. I like, probably not the right like settings actually to use, but I like how it looks when you're a little bit overexposed and then you work out in the sun and make it like a cool element in the picture. So I photograph it here and then to here, and as you can see all this beautiful running water. But I think I'm starting to reach the end point of this whole area, because I think the trail is longer on the other side. I get faster into like city parts on this side. So I'm gonna see if I can find more compositions on the way in. Otherwise, I have one more place I can go to before I end this trip for today, because the sun is going down in about 1.5 hours, and it takes me about half an hour to get there. So it's okay. I probably have enough time to actually take the photograph. So I'm gonna see what I can do, but I'm gonna try to find any more cool compositions here, and then I'm gonna move back and see what I can find. So I will talk to you if I find a new composition or if I got a new location. So see you soon. I didn't find any more compositions on the way back from the last point, so I decided to go into the car, and I'm actually back at Brobacka, where I photographed 2 or 3 videos ago. Well, it was in spring, so it's a pretty long time ago. But I'm actually on my way up to the top. I'm not going to photograph any places I've been photographed last time, but there are 2 big like viewpoints where you can see out over everything. And I'm gonna try to see if I can photograph some beautiful treetops up there, but it's very hard to walk in the snow, and it's going to become very steep. So I will see how tired I am when I get up, but that's good. I'm gonna get my body warm at least. So yeah, so I'm gonna work my way up and see if there's any good compositions. So I'll meet you up there. Okay, I reached one of the tops. As you can see, I'm like above everything else, so I'm just looking down at the whole beautiful forests and sadly some roads and stuff like that, but it's super beautiful. I was actually down at one top lower that's called, I think it's called Vårräkneberget. It's one of the tops, and I took this photo here. But there was a couple there, so I didn't want to film and disturb them because they was having a picnic. So I just took my photo and went away. But I actually think that was a little bit sad that I couldn't film, because this area I'm at right now is the highest area, but it doesn't have any good compositions that I like enjoy. I'm looking at anything, but sadly I don't find any good compositions. And right now the sun is just hitting right into the lens. I had a good couple of trees down there that I could hide behind and get a good composition. I think I like it. I've not seen it like on computer yet, but I think it's gonna look good. But yeah, I think that will do for today. I've been a nice photo adventure. I think I got a lot of good pictures actually. So I'm very happy with that, and I'm very happy to be able to photograph in this environment and this snow, because I think next week is going to get warmer and probably start to melt again, sadly. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.